So let's start with the program demonstration. This is the first example where what we will do is we will have two image buttons. So as you see on this emulator screen, this is what the output will look like. So these two would be the image buttons, and on click of image buttons we will go to the image view. So for example, on click of this images button, we will go to the next where we have a image view. So this is a image view, and if you go back on click of video, we will have a video view where video would be played. So that we will show you on actual device. So let's start with this example. So this is what it would be. I have already created a project. Let's go to its main activity. So this is the main activity, and let's go to its graphic layout first. The layout, activity, media example. So this is how it is looking like, but it is in a portrait format. Let me just change to the landscape. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the two image buttons as I mentioned. I have already given the source to the drawable image to both of them, and at the XML level this is what we have, and I have declared on-click method on both these buttons, the display images and as well as display video. So these two methods we need to define in our activity. So let's go to the activity. This would be a common system generated code what we get once we create an Android project. Now this is our user code. So first is a display video method where we are passing view object. So this is required. If you don't pass this parameter, it will show you an error that display video method not found when you run this application. And you must have already seen during the previous sessions that this on click can be handled in different ways. You must have already seen how to handle using anonymous inner class. So this is also one of the method to handle. It's pretty clean. I mean, the code gets reduced to only this much. So it's pretty easy and clean method. But one drawback is if you want to call a method of some different activity, that's not possible. So for corresponding layout, it will just search in the corresponding activity only, not in any other activity. So method has to be in that corresponding activity only. So here we have started with intent as new intent, media example, this is the current class, and the different activity which we want to call, where we have a video view, and we say just start activity. And similar code is there for display images, passing a view parameter and instantiating intent and then starting it. So now let's look at this video display activity. This one, video display activity. Let me just close this to avoid confusion. So this is video list activity. This would be the corresponding XML. So this is how our XML looks like. I have just dragged and dropped video view. If you see all this, this is what we are trying to explore. We saw image buttons. Now we are seeing video view. So this is the video view where we will play our video. And let's go to the main code now. Now this would be a common code, system generated code. From this line onwards, I have added my code. This is the only code which we want to which will run the video. So first of all, we have got the reference for video view, and then we have given the path. Now where is this path and how to store it? You must have already seen in the Eclipse IDE session this DDMS perspective. So go to DDMS, here is MNT, SD card, and here is my video. Alright, so I'm just simply giving this path over here. I mean, there are various different ways. If you see this comment, there are several ways to define this. One is this set video URI, or video path where you can get the environment.get external storage directory. So this will give you MNT SD card in case of emulator, and because this depends device to device. So this is also safe method to use if you don't know what your application will run on which device. Then file name extension or video path straightforward hard coded. So that's what simply I have created a variable and I have passed the path, and I have here set view.set video path. Now the next is view.set media controller. So what is happening in this is now video view will simply just start playing a video, but you need some controls along with it, like a stop, go forward, backward. So this media controller will help us to achieve that. So by doing this, we will have a stop, forward, backward button, and just that's it. Say view.start, video view.start, and your video will start playing it. So this is about the video display activity, and let's go to the image display activity. This is image display activity, and this is the corresponding XML. So this is how it looks like. I have simply dragged and drop image view. If you click on this, this is the image view, and I have given the source of one of the drawable image. So and on click of next, I am just changing a image. I mean, it's not doing much. So let's go to the Java code. So when you click on the image button, you get this image view, and when you click on the next, image gets changed. So if you see this XML, there is a button move next. So there is a button next, and on click of this, I have called move next. So what should happen in move next? Image should be changed. So I just simply got the references, then I have just set visibility of next button to be false, that is view.gone, and just display image.set image resource. So image is nothing but image view object. The set image resource r.drawable dot image, whatever image it is there. So I hope you must have understood one thing, that these images need to be present under drawable. So let me just expand this. Under the project, I have RES, and under drawable, I have these images where, so I am referring images from this folder. So images should be present. You cannot just write it in this way and expect this to work. It will show you error straight away. And so I have just copied my images in all folder. So depending on what screen resolution, it will work. So I have just copied in all 4, and yeah, that's it. Our code is ready to run. Let's just do it. This is what we have. If you click on images, it shows this image view. Click on next, it shows another image, and next button has been disabled. If you click on video, it doesn't show you anything. If you tap on this, this is what is media controller doing. It is giving these 3 buttons to us and a progress bar. Now you see that on emulator, video is not getting play. So this is the issue with most of the videos, that it doesn't get play on the emulator. So whenever you are dealing with a video, you should always check with the actual device. And the reason why it is not getting play, because video play needs a lot of power consumption. So emulator is not able to give that much power. So that's the reason it doesn't get play on the emulator. But this works on Akash tablet. This will work on any Android device. So this is my suggestion, that whenever you are dealing with videos, please check with the actual device. So I will right now show you how it looks, how it is getting played on tablet.